Hi Taurus, this is going to be your general reading today. I've got the Muse Tarot for you. So let's see what comes out. You're my last reading since I started with Gemini, so sorry about that. You're normally second, now you are last. I guess if it pops out again, I'll take it that time. One more shuffle. Alright. Okay. And your first card was Muse of Inspiration, which is King of Wands, and then Ten of Voices. Yeah. For Pisces, I called it the Oof card. The Moon. This one's a little bit more glamorous and getting stabbed. Is she getting stabbed? I don't know. I'll show you in a second. And we got the Moon. Okay, let's see. Moon, Page of Voices, World Cosmos, Queen of Inspiration. Wow. Five of Emotions. So already I'm getting rebalancing your with a Muse of Inspiration on one end and then Queen of Inspiration on the other. I'm getting balancing your male and female aspects. This could, since it's inspiration, which is Wands energy, this could be either your passions or your spirituality. But it's kind of interesting here because Ten of Voices is an ending. Alright, a bit more painful. And then Five of Emotions is under that, indicating even more pain. And then the World Cosmos, which is the world, is also an ending. Huh. In the middle is the Moon and the Page of Voices, which is the Page of Swords. I guess of the Moon being kind of the shadow aspect. I'm drawn to three figures dressed in black dancing around. That's coming to me as like your negative thoughts. I'm getting that maybe one of your shadow traits is negative self-talk. We got Queen of Materials underneath that. So nurturing yourself. And then we got Seven of Materials under the World Cosmos and the Queen of Inspiration. With this, I'm getting the path has been set. You just need to follow it. So when it comes to... Now I'm going to keep getting cards. Oh, wow. Muse of Materials. Wow, so we have two pairs here. We got the Muse of Materials, and this is the King of Pentacles, Queen of Materials, Queen of Inspiration. Yeah, this is about a relationship. Yes. Two of emotions above that moon and page of voices. So yes, this does seem to be about a relationship. Two cards here. Bottom is Knight of Emotions. So we got Strength and Six of Inspiration. So if this is about a relationship, and that's like the center of the reading, it's up top here, you can't see, but it's like right here. It's like the top, it's the crown of this reading is this relationship. And then you have two pairs here, the materials pair and the inspiration pair. So, say the masculine aspect of this relationship, the masculine counterpart, doesn't seem like they had a problem balancing their passions and their practical considerations. Like, they didn't have a problem going for wanting to fulfill their hobbies, their passions, and also make money. That was not like a problem for them, is what I'm getting. Like, even though the Five of Emotions is here and Ten of Voices, I think the problem they had was acknowledging the reason why they prioritize that. It's like the reason why they were already the type of person that didn't want to sacrifice their passions for money is because they've already suffered that. They already suffered that that situation. So they learned their lesson from that situation already. And I get that there's a bit of like not exactly marrying, but well, marrying in the sense that you might have had the reverse problem, where you were not comfortable pursuing your passions. Either you completely sacrifice money for your passions, or you completely sacrifice your passions for money. With the Queen of Materials being in the lesser known energies, there's a good chance that you're sacrificing money. You didn't really make money or abundance your priority, and why? Why? I think there's part of you who doesn't believe like you have earning power. I think that's what these negative thoughts are next to the moon here. I think there's a part of you that doesn't feel worthy of abundance, and the Queen of Materials definitely doesn't feel unworthy of abundance. So it's something you need to work on. Yeah, in this last section, it's like Strength, Six of Inspiration, Queen of Inspiration, the World Cosmos, Seven of Materials. Once again, the materials energy is in the lesser known energy. You're learning, you have learned, I should say, how to plant the seeds for abundance, and you need to follow the path that's been given to you. You need to stop not making it a priority. Because I'm seeing like the World Cosmos next to Queen of Inspiration. It's like you've ended that. You've attained that. Six inspirations on top. You've already attained this the recognition for following your passions or achieving certain things. You already have it. So it's like freshly cooked food under a heat lamp. Like, you've already come out as your freshly cooked amazing food, and now you're just chilling under a heat lamp, you know, just be eaten or something, you know. Okay, that wasn't good. I'm just saying, like, there's no glory under the heat lamp, and you're like staying there. Yeah, that's what I'm, because look, the spotlight is becoming more like a heat lamp, keeping you illuminated past the point of it offering any kind of real value. Yeah, anything added to your life. Wow. Oh, I'm just noticing too, like, the moon person seems to be the person at the bottom of the Six of Inspiration. So it's like the longer you stay under the spotlight, under this heat lamp, the more your shadow is illuminated. But it's like down there, and it's like you're trying not to look at it. You're trying not to look at it. So you need to let the cycle end of strength here. So the spotlight's artificial. The heat light lamp is artificial. It takes true courage to stand under the sun and be at peace with what's there. That's what I'm getting from that. You don't need extra attention to prove that you've accomplished things. You already have. You're good. It's like having something to prove still. Like, if no one's watching, will people understand that you've done well for yourself? And I'm also getting, like, this masculine aspect understands that already too. That, like, the spotlight gets old. I'm seeing this Two of Emotions. It's like trying to give this message through from a different angle. You need to see how you're reflected in another person. I'm going to get some clarifiers. So overall, I'm just getting, like, for some reason, you believe the glory is better or worth more than the abundance, the financial or material aspect of things. Like, you don't feel you're worthy. You don't have the skills required. That's what I'm getting. I'm also getting the impression of being afraid for people to see your less savory aspects too. I'm getting that with all this, like, wands energy, you know, you're concerned about your appearance. Do we have anything to clarify? I'm like, nope, you don't need anything. Well, if nothing comes out, then I'll just move on to Oracle cards. Moving on to Oracle cards. Okay. I'll go with the Goddess of Oracle first. At the bottom is Ye, the Sun. Might have to look that up. It's an Aboriginal goddess. And first Athena came out, 5. In the reverse. So this is about, when it comes to maybe your doubts about whether you can create your own abundance, this is telling you that you have all the knowledge you need. And there's a part of you that believes that you don't. So that's coming out to tell you that you, in fact, do have all the knowledge required. We got Scold the Future. You know, I always know what that means in reverse. And then we got Ocean, Generosity. So that's kind of telling me, if you did work towards abundance, that you could really help a lot of people. So I think there's, if you're afraid to be well off, do know that you probably would be able to help a lot of people if you stood in that power. So Ocean's a Yoruban river goddess. Says, it is your task to give freely of yourself, no matter how big or small the act, without expectation of receiving anything in return. The goddess Ocean encourages you to allow gratitude to permeate everything you do right now, even the smallest of opportunities and gestures. The very experience of giving and being generous with your heart, time, and money, assistance, and kindness, and care will provide more value than you can imagine. So yeah, it's basically encouraging you to give without expectation in this situation. So maybe there's a part of you that doesn't feel like you have enough either. Maybe not enough to do that, or you're not making it your focus enough, giving materially because you don't feel that you have enough material to give, is maybe that it. The goddess Skuld, who rules the destiny of gods and men, says remaining true to the moment is your greatest power. Allowing the self to evolve as you go and discovering new things today sets the path for destiny to unfold. The power of the present and how you respond to life's potential is the potent fertile seed of the future. In order to claim the future, you must attend to the now. Even then, nothing is guaranteed and everything is infused with magic. So that's telling me you might spend a lot of time dreaming or imagining what it would be like to be abundant, but not actually taking action in the present moment to make that happen. And that's really with the 7 of materials, like planting those seeds. You know, you have to plant them before you can wait for them to grow. You know, don't imagine a beautiful garden or wish for a beautiful garden, not actually take any action in getting it. And Ye, the Sun. So this is like, so I'm saying while, you know, you might be getting a little old under the heat lamp, you've like discovered this being inside of you that is an inspiration to others. Yi says, hopefully I'm saying that right. When you shine your light into the world, you will attract various people and experiences that match or challenge your commitment to being empowered. Right now you are receiving information to know which choice to make, which opportunity to take, and which person to trust. The Aboriginal Australian Sun Goddess Yi illuminates your path with her rays and brings clarity as she shows you what you need to know. A bright light also attracts a lot of bugs, so know that you may also attract those who see themselves smaller as a result of your empowerment. This is conditioning that needs to be healed in many people in the world. All you can do is be incandescent and joyful, kind and truthful, and the world will begin to reflect that goodness back to you. So that's telling me, you know, it may be the end of you discovering your shine. Yeah. But it's not the end of you being inspirational. You do need to think about this fear of having your shadow exposed, of people truly seeing who you are, and just have the strength to be as you are under the sun, illuminated. But also, if you're afraid of like certain criticism, you know, evaluate whether there's any validity in that outside criticism, especially when it comes to your material stuff. Maybe there is more potential for you there. And yeah, it's not nice that that some people don't know how to constructively help you in situations, but that's the way life is sometimes. So you just have to accept it as it is. You know, learn to take feedback. You know, set your boundaries, of course. You know, don't just take people talking crap about you. But you can go back with yourself, think about what they said, and then go from there. And don't be afraid, you know, with the spotlight, you know, everyone can see the good and bad. So just make sure you're prepared for it. Shield yourself from other people's projections, right? The unconstructive criticisms. I just flew out there. Okay. Peace is in my pulse. Yeah. Shield yourself. To truly flourish is to release all the tension that holds me back from letting love pour through me. Yeah, hopefully that's a helpful message to you. The moment I begin to celebrate myself and focus on my successes is the moment I begin living. That's also a nice message. Okay, I wasn't sure if I was going to do a spellcasting oracle, but I think I'll go ahead and get one. Hopefully, one, right? So like 10 of them. At the bottom is clarity. And I'm getting that, like, the sun shining on you lets you see who you are. Oof. Healing. So that's nice. Probably some healing involved in accepting your shadow aspects. Then we get psychic abilities. Look at that. Boing. Look at that eye. Staring right at you. So you might have some... if you feel that you're overly sensitive to kind of the energies of others, yeah, you might have some abilities that you haven't really explored fully yet. I'm not getting that as like the overall message in the cards. I think that's like a side note. Yeah, look into it. If that resonates for you, look into it. Angel number 217. You are being reminded that the energy of those around you affects your vibrational state. Choose who you connect with accordingly. Yeah. Shielding. You could have like psychic empath abilities, and that's why this is coming out here. and then this card here. So that's another thing about setting boundaries, you know when someone else's energy is really bringing you down. And so you can try your best, even when you do shield, you learn how to shield yourself energetically, do know that you can still end up affected. So just recognize when your own ability to shield is not good enough, and make sure you're cleansing your energy too. Either, by going out and for a walk in nature, grounding it, or, smoke cleansing with sage, salt baths if it's really bad, especially if you're healing. Salt baths are great if you're healing. So yeah, kind of protect your energy. Protect your energy. You might be like a pretty powerful psychic empath, which is the difference between just, the regular empath where it's just different between psychic empath and regular empath. And empath's like a really big buzzword these days about people who, there's HSPs, hypersensitive people, or highly sensitive, not hypersensitive, that sounds kind of offensive. Highly sensitive people, empaths, psychic empaths. There's a difference between all three of those. And empath is more of a, empath has been thrown around in like every article, BuzzFeed, Medium, whatever. Now, that's really more of a way of how you approach your relationships, like being very aware and sensitive of other people's feelings in a situation. There's a difference between that and being a psychic empath, in which you can't help but take on other people's energy like a sponge. It's not a conscious act of like knowing and caring other people's feelings. Like, trust me, like I'm very dense when it comes to other people's feelings. I'm an INTP. Other people's feelings is like my greatest weakness, but I am a psychic empath and I take on these energies without wanting to. So that there's a difference between that. You might be an actual empath as well. So do know it is kind of more than just physically blocking out outside opinions, setting boundaries. Like, other people's energy can just really be bad, depending on their vibrational state. And that's what that angel number was telling you. That, yeah, some people are just in low vibration, and it might not be entirely their fault, but you do have the right to protect your energy and set that boundary. So I think you probably need to look more into that to help you in a situation, because it might be throwing you off balance a bit. Because I'm seeing like you understanding the inspiring effect that you have on other people, while also being afraid about how much people can see, and being afraid that if you lose that spotlight, you won't have your worth anymore. And that's not what it is. Because even though the materials is talking about like actual material things, it's also about your value as a person. Queen of Materials takes care of herself and understands her value, and it has nothing to do with her money in the bank or her job title. So hopefully that resonates for you, Taurus, and good luck.